The title in the film poster is having highly importance in the film poster designing. The font, the color and the style of the text is selected according to the theme of the film. So today you are going to learn how to make an attractive title for a film poster. And you know what? Today is the final chapter of our film poster designing. So let's move to the tutorials. We were here in the last chapter after applying layer mask and blending modes to this film poster design exercise. So actually we need to have this as the final output. So we are going to add titles for this particular image. In this image I am going to add our title. So for that we have to select the text tool. The text tool, just type showstopper, okay, I typed it. The font I used for this particular poster is Ozuka Gothic, so I have to select that, and the type is H, and the font was 300, but this is coming in 2 lines. So after show I'm just pressing enter, so you'll be getting 2 lines. And this is there is a leading value we have to adjust. So after show the stopper should come after a certain distance. So I am adding the leading value. For the time being it is 127 is the leading value. I am increasing this to 150, so you will be getting like this. And here I am going to reduce the size of the stopper, this particular line, so that will be 242. okay, so now we got it. So now we got showstopper, the text exactly like this, matching this particular image. So here we go. So now we don't need this particular background, so I'm just hiding this. So we got the text as it is. Now we are going to add some layer styles. For that I clicking here and take the blending options. Here give the bevel and emboss, and here I am going to give outer bevel, so it will be here, and the size of the bevel will be 5. okay, that's fine. And I'm also giving a stroke, so go to the stroke, add stroke, and here I am giving a gradient color as the stroke. okay, so I'll be selecting this as the gradient. okay, that's fine, we got it. So since this is black and this background is transparent, you cannot be able to see this. I will just zooming this, there is gradient and all. okay, I'll be increasing the size of the stroke to 5. okay, so you got the gradient stroke. okay, before I am applying anything to this, I am just duplicating this particular layer, duplicate layer. okay, see, instead of changing the color, you can change the color of the font using text. You can change any color as per your wish. So instead of changing this color, I am applying an image into this particular text. For that I am opening an image. I selected this image. okay, I'm going to apply this image over the text. So I kept it here, and I need to scale it little bit. For that I am applying free transform. I'll be scaling this a little bit. okay, so the image layer should be in the upper layer. I'm closing this. So the image layer is in the upper layer, and the font is here. Font is down to this image layer. So just right click here and create clipping mask. So you'll be getting the image embedded into this particular layer. So the image is clipped into the text layer. So if you are selecting this layer, you can change the position of the image also. See, so you can change the position of this image. I want actually this to come here, so I am just flipping this image, edit, transform, flip vertical, so you'll be getting like this. Okay, now I'm going to add some more effects to this title effect. You can notice that if I am switching on this original poster, you can see that there are some images of the artist embossed in the title. So I'm going to add that. For that I am opening some images. So there are some PNG files that I made ready, and these images I actually made it ready by using some posterize effects that you'll be, if you want to know that, we'll be adding another line. So these are the images. I'm going to drag this to this image, so I'm just dragging this over here, and by default it will come as a clipping mask, so I'll be clearing it. See, this came as a clipping mask, so I am just disabling this release clipping mask. Okay, so we'll be getting like this, and I have to scale this. So I'm scaling this to an amount of 15. Let me see how much. So I got it as 15. Okay, and apply this, zoom to here. So we got this image here. I am placing it properly, and similarly I'm going to add each and every image. So we have placed this much of images. What I'm going to do is I am going to merge all these layers together. So I'll be selecting this complete layer, and I am right clicking here to merge the selected layers. So the selected layers will be merged, so all these layers came in a single layer. Now you can notice that there is these images are coming outside of the text, so we have to crop it. For that I am actually selecting this layer. I'm selecting the text layer. Okay, and using the magic wand tool I'll be clicking on the outside area of the text, so you'll be getting the text to be selected. I mean the text outside area is selected. Now I am switching the layer to layer 9, where we are having these images, and I'm just pressing the delete button. So we got it like this, but we want these two areas not to be deleted, so I'm just undoing this. So before deleting, I am subtracting this area using subtraction in the selection tool. Okay, I am subtracting this area, and I'm subtracting this area. Okay, I subtracted the both area, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the button. So now we got it like this. So now I am going to these areas, a little bit of this image has come to here P, so I'm just erasing this. For that I'm just deselecting this and use the eraser tool and just erase it. Okay, so that's fine, and here also a little bit. Okay, so now we've got the image like this. So this is a text layer where we have embossed the images of the artist, and again I'm going to open another image to add to this text image to give a clipping mask. Just right click here and create clipping mask, so your images are clipped to this layer. Okay, and I'm changing the layer mode to linear dodge. And so see, we got the images, see before after without this. So we got the title of the film poster like this, but this is not completed. We have to do a little more work over here. So we'll be creating another text image based on this. So I'm just duplicating this, and I'll be okay. So now we have done so now this is not completed, but we have to do a little more work to complete the title design. So before that, I'm just saving this file as I'll be saving this file as text layer 1. Now I'm just duplicating this to create the same text with some other changes. So I'll be changing this name as text layer 2. Okay, so we got two text layer, we got two text images. We'll be composing these two images together to get the final title design. So for the time being, I'm just closing the text layer 1, and we'll be working with the text layer 2, and we don't need these things for the text layer 2. We only need the text. Okay, I am actually deleting these layers. We don't need these layers. I only need the text layer, so we are deleting the complete layer. So we have only the text layer here, and I am taking a duplicate of this layer again. Okay, I'm hiding this, and here in this particular layer I'm going to change some layer styles. So duplicate of the effects, so we got it, and here I am applying the stroke with fire. Okay, we already done it. That is cool. Here basically what I'm going to do is I'm just changing the fill opacity to 0. So I'm just changing the fill opacity to 0, so we got only the stroke here. Okay, the stroke, so I can change the stroke to any vibrant colors. So select this, and the stroke, I'll be changing this to some other colors, which is purple and pink combination. Changing the stroke color, so we got a stroke color like this. Okay, adding this as a new one. Okay, we got it. And here in the bevel I'm increasing the size of the this to 8. Okay, so we got something like this. This will come the uppermost layer. Okay, so here we have to do a lot more things, so I'm just enabling this, and for the time being I'm disabling this image. So before start working on this file, we have to make a background for this image. So create new layer, I'll drag and drop this in the backdrop, and I'll fill black color as the background. Okay, so we got a background. Now we are working on this particular layer. Here what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask this layer. For that I'll be enabling the mask here, and I am going to use the eraser tool to mask this layer. So here I selected the eraser tool, and the size will be okay, for the timing let it be 90, and the hardness will be 0. Okay, so let me just try the mask first. So we have to click on the highlight area here, so where we want to show some highlights there on the angle. So now we got this, and what I'm going to do is if I am disabling the background to be like this, so here I'm going to change the color of this particular text. So just select this, and I'll be changing this to black. So I'll be getting this. So actually we masked out this, so we'll be able to see only this area here. Okay, so I'm duplicating this particular layer and I'm applying filter blur. I'm applying a Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur of 25. Okay, and now I am duplicating this layer. So we got 4 layers of this masked text. So if I'm changing this to the screen, so we got some shiny title. If I'm disabling the background, it'll be like we're getting something like this. Okay, so anytime we can change the original see this is the blurred one, so anytime if you want you can change the color of the image, color of the text. Okay, so we got this and I am saving this as save as text tree. Now what I want is I don't want all these layers, so I'm just deleting all these layers. Okay, the blurred layers, I'm deleting all the blurred layer. Okay, blurred layer. Okay, so I need only this one. See, if I'm disabling this also, I only require this one. For this layer I am making the fill content. See, the fill content opacity to 0, so we'll be getting only this. Okay, so here I am applying a new layer. There I am using the brush tool and I am going to brush some colors over here. And you can see that the colors are overlapped here. So I am going to save this as text 4. So we have these 4 different text layer images and we'll be combining this together in the final film poster to get the film title that I shown in the first chapter. So we are at the final stage of our film poster designing exercise. See, this is the film poster that we are going to create now, and we are at this stage now and we have to import our titles that we already created.